What's this? What happened? Yesterday, I got access to Sora, OpenAI's video generator. So let's check it out and see what we can do. Okay, so here we are in Sora. A few things. There's an area to explore by recent or featured. This is featured and this is recent. It's pretty cool. A bear in front of the White House. And then the library, where you have the videos you've created, favorites, uploads. You can upload pictures and turn them into videos. And then down here, the field where you would put in a prompt to create a video with the settings you want. So the aspect ratio, I like wide video. Resolution, I can only do 720p. It's a little bit slower. We'll do 480 just for the purposes of speed. 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I think you have to have the $200 plan to do longer videos and 1080p. And a few other settings. You can also use this thing called storyboards. And it's behind me, but I'll click on it. In storyboards, basically, you start with a picture or start with a prompt, and then you say what happens later and what happens later. So that's pretty interesting, and I saw the demo they did, which looked pretty cool. What I want to do is explore some of these prompts. So looking at things I like. What I see is a lot of things look pretty good, and some things look pretty weird. There's, I don't know, something about the way these lights look that's a bit off, perhaps, but this is actually pretty good. That's in Chinese. That looks good. Let's see. Let's just scroll through a few of these and see if we can find something cool. I like this, actually. Close-up of an eye. A man with a clock in his eye socket that he uses, I'm assuming that says, that he uses instead of a glass eye. Should look realistic. The clock should be small. Okay, that looks pretty good, actually. Wow, I like that one. Well, that's interesting. A Buddha statue eating noodles. Let's see. Oh, that's a storyboard. Okay, let's see how they did the storyboard. 2 storyboards. In a lush jungle setting, a colossal stone statue resembling an ancient deity sits majestically amidst dense green foliage. The statue's expression is serene yet focused as it holds an oversized bowl of steaming ramen noodles. Then the second storyboard in the middle is the stone statue lifts a giant pair of chopsticks to its mouth, savoring the ramen. Oh, I like this one. The camera glides silently over a Viking longship shrouded in thick fog. Its dragon prow cutting through the icy waters, the still icy waters. Warriors sit motionless along the benches, gripping axes and shields, their faces hard and anxious. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to copy this prompt, and we're going to use this as the sort of foundation for a video, because I like the mood of this. I like the vibe. The camera glides silently over a bearded man laying on a grassy hill beside a narrow river surrounded by jungle shrouded in mist. That's a lot to create. He is looking upward at a colossal 1950s UFO directly overhead as it slowly rotates. All right, so let's see if it can do it. What? There's the UFO over the river and the jungle. That part's good. And then suddenly there's this random lady that just shows up. What is that? It just cuts to this lady? All right. Let's rethink this. I think I need to simplify. Let me try again. Okay, so I accidentally did this one. I accidentally clicked send before I was ready, and this is closer to what I asked for. there's a man laying on a hill, but who's the lady? And the UFO is definitely there. It gets really close to his face. Okay, kind of getting there. This doesn't look very realistic, and it doesn't really look like he's looking at it, but all right. All right, maybe I should try a different direction. Let's try to create something completely different. What's happening here? What's this? What happened? This is giving me Will Smith spaghetti vibes. That is not how one eats pizza. That is not how you eat pizza. It doesn't look like that. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks cool. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That looks good. This seems pretty realistic to me. POV running through Chapel Hill NC. Well, it's definitely not running, but it's possibly flying a drone or skateboarding or something really fast. I have to say, that does look pretty good. I like that one. So, okay, the prompt is POV running through. Let's just do POV running down Broadway through Times Square as fast as possible. Let's try this. Well, it's definitely not POV running because it's on top of a taxi, but that looks pretty good. I mean, there are a couple of obvious things that are weird, like, for example, that looks over here something like the Empire State Building, but only the top of it, as though the bottom 70% has been chopped off and somehow it got just stacked on top of these signs. But the vibe is definitely right, and the zoom effect or the speeding effect is pretty cool. The POV effect, I could call it, is pretty cool, I have to say. I don't know. It's new. It's a new thing, right? So it's hard to complain too much because the technology is amazing, but at the same time, if there's something I want and I state clearly, that I want it, and I don't get it, I feel a little, obviously, disappointed. Right now, I see it kind of as a B-roll generator, where something shows up on screen just to break up a video, right? To make it a little bit more dynamic. For YouTubers, for example, I can see myself using it for that, for B-roll, just for editing purposes. But, making short movies, things like that, it seems kind of a long way off from being able to create anything very compelling or something that can actually go on for a few minutes. It seems like that's going to be a pretty big challenge. But we're a lot farther ahead of where we were a few years ago, so maybe in a year or two, that's what we will have. Is it worth, if you were to sign up for the $200 plan just for this, is it worth it? I don't think so. Although, people are getting the $200 plan for other reasons. The unlimited use of the O1 model and things like that. Anyway, what do you think? Is this just a gimmick? Is it cool? Is it interesting? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to check out my courses in the links in the description. And I will see you in the next one.